also how you felt so
No,
strongly
there won't
about
be,
getting
there won't be
in
in
touch with
dis,
Mark D'Antonio?
there won't, huh?
How you felt strongly about getting in touch with Mark, reaching out to Mark?
Well, Mark and I have known each other for a long time, so me calling him and apologizing for something that really was overblown and had nothing to do with Michigan State. It had to do with a commitment and staking a commitment for our football team.
Do you talk to your team about making decisions like that in the future, or?
Yeah, I mean, you always do. Believe me, no one feels worse than Joe. And that wasn't the intent.
Brady, can you go over that sequence again at the end with Devin and Shane? Was it
Yeah.
us put him in and you?
No, we had talked about getting him ready to go in, and depending on the situation, and Shane, we told him, get ready, get warmed up. Well, we get the turnover, and Shane comes in. Well, depending on the situation, we were going to let Devin finish the game. And part of it was, you got the turnover. And so Shane goes in. We wanted Devin this last time. He's going to play Michigan State. He's a Michigan kid, and it was important for him to finish.
I have a question. Why did you feel like you needed to issue an apology, a public apology?
Well, I think number one, to Mark and his team as much as anything, because like I said, Mark and I go back a long, long way. So that's pretty much it.
A quick follow-up on that. Were you told to issue an apology?
No.
Just on your own, you decided it was the right?
Yeah,
thing?
because Mark and I have done this in the past. We've called and when we've had some incidents in this game, but that's the way we are because we have respect for each other.
You said just a little while ago that you thought the whole thing was overblown.
I do think it
But you
was.
felt compelled nonetheless.
Yes, I did.
Brady, execution of the state thing aside, I mean, Joe, does that prove? I mean, Joe Bowman takes this game seriously. He showed a lot of.
I think we all take it seriously, and I think it was, all last week as our guys heard, well, you don't seem mad, you don't seem right, you don't seem angry. That's all they heard.
Right, and he showed that, though.
Well, my point is, I think emotionally, our guys understand what this game's all about.
Mark, after the game on Saturday, said that the stake was just sort of a small example of the disrespect and some things that have built up over the programs for the past decades, I guess. Do you see where he's coming from, the disrespect or the arrogance that those players talk about in Michigan's program?
No.
All right.
He had said, though, also that it wasn't the coaching, he said it was the program. When you heard that,
That's all right.
it was as though he
Look,
was saying
he's the
nothing
head
about you.
coach of Michigan State.
But it was though he was saying nothing about you,
Yeah, that's fine.
but the program overall.
That's fine.
Remember, we have microphones for questions.